Hey, it's BrickTsar.
And they might be bricks.
Oh wait, did it just now start?
I don't know.
Do I need to say that again? Hey, it's BrickTsar.
They might be bricks.
And are you excited as I am for the new UCS Millennium Falcon?
This one right here.
Yes. Wait a minute.
Wait, what?
That one looks way too big.
I don't think they could even release that.
Yeah, this is the early release of the UCS Millennium Falcon by Webhead Studios, actually. Oh, how are you guys doing? I had issues with my chat. It's not working on Chrome for some reason. I don't know what's going on with that. So let me go over here to the chat. We're going to talk about the new UCS Millennium Falcon. Set 75192, I think it is. I don't know. How many pieces is it? Do you remember?
Over 7,000.
7,541 pieces. And what are your impressions while I pull up the chat?
Well, I mean, it's cool, I guess. I still, if I was to choose between the original one and the new one, I get the original one.
But what?
Just because it's the original one, and it's like, it's like, what if they remade Back to the Future? Would you want to watch the movie? Probably not.
No, I hate remakes of movies for the most part. Although some movies I found out later were remakes, like Brewster's Millions. That was a remake of a movie that came out in the 20s. But I never knew that.
But I mean, they did a lot of cool stuff in it. Like they added a lot of details inside the ship, and
it's a 2-in-1. So now you got to buy 2 of them.
Yeah. Because you can customize it to make the original one or the one in the sequel movies.
Yeah, and if you're watching this on the live replay, the replay of this live stream, I'll put a link to the designer video where it shows the main features. So yeah, which way do you like it? The classic style or the Last Jedi style?
The classic style. Because it has the circular dish.
Yes, I like the dish.
But I do like how
didn't they get knocked off by Lando Calrissian or something?
Yeah, when they were escaping the second Death Star, you could see it go fly off.
So I like the set. I like that it's more detailed. I like some of the things they did to make the hallways look have more depth perception. I like the minifigures. I like that they got the Minok in there. They got the 2 new characters that we don't know anything about in there. Young Han, old Han.
Yeah.
I like that it's detailed.
It's got the porgs, the little birds that'll be in The Last Jedi.
Oh, that's what. Oh, you know what they're called. That's what I was referring to a minute ago. I don't ever look ahead. I don't read up on stuff. So I think. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of people here. So, as you know, I've made a goal not to buy any Lego sets the rest of 2017. Do you think that will prevent me from ever buying this one?
Well, I mean, I know you won't buy it in 2017.
I may not ever buy it.
I agree.
Whoa, hold on, man. Russ Calder just did a $5 super chat.
Thank you.
Wow. Thank you, Russ. That is what a super chat is. So you'll see, if you see it in the chat, if you're looking at the chat, Russ just did a $5 super chat for our Lego fund, which I'll be able to use in 2018.
Yeah.
We should keep a running tally of this. I'm going to write this down. There's probably, you can go on the analytics and see the super chats for the last 30 days, but I'm putting Russ Calder, $5. So $795 more, and I'll be able to get to UCS Millennium Falcon. That was pretty cool, Russ.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, so the thing's $800.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth.
I don't even think the price per piece is worth it. And looking that it's about the same size as the original as far as size.
Yeah.
I don't know that. I mean, will we get more 1x1 bricks, plates, and stuff?
I think, and yeah, definitely more plates, because you can see it doesn't have as many studs on the top as the other one does.
Yeah, it looks a lot more like a solid thing. So let's look at who else is in here in the chat. Want to, again, big shout out to Russ Calder, who did the super chat there. That was awesome. I have to check his channel out. I've never, I don't think I've seen your name in here before. So thank you, Russ. All right, we also got Lego Freak in here, who's moderator. Elf Motion, Help, the Hornby Thomas channel, Miss Amby, Daniel, Shimonovich, Pender Productions, and Graphic Bricks, and Figar 22, yo, and Crazy Wookie, and Benjamin Williams. All right, so basically the reason I did this just to talk about it first, and then are you going to buy it? And why? And I cannot, even if I had the money, which I don't, I mean, I would have to charge it to get it. So I don't have $800.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money. That's more money than I bring home in a week from my job. So I don't think I can afford it. So Jason Gardner says no, he's not going to buy it. Ethan Vitt says no. Jamie Bricks is here, and Jago Girls. He says, that is a good idea. All right, and you know, it's probably, I feel bad for Lego in this, is that at a time when there's a lot of people suffering from the hurricane, worldwide, if you don't know, in the U.S., there's Hurricane Harvey hit Texas mainly. The east, is it the east side of Texas there? The coastline where Houston and a couple other towns, and it just flooded it bad. So there's a lot of people who've been raising money for that and making donations to that cause to help those people. And they're still waiting for the waters to recede before they can get in there and help those people out. And I know we know people that'll be helping out with that. But that's really where, you know, there's going to be a lot. I mean, there's already a lot of people donated. A lot more people are going to be donating to that. And here at that same time, Lego comes out with their biggest it's $800. So, oh, look at that! Miss Amby has given a €1 super chat.
Thank you.
Really, I didn't and do the stream intending to get super chats, and it's I don't know, it's weird when people do them.
Yeah, it's just like, I was like, oh, thank you.
And these are people, Miss Amby's been in several of the chats before commenting. So I hope nobody has suffered too bad from this hurricane. If you live in that area, probably if you live in that area, you're not going to bother looking at YouTube, and it's just really, really
Oh,
sad.
that's a pound, not euro.
Did I say euro? Oh, yes, a pound. That's even better than a euro. Thank you. I'm so dumb. BrickTsar's dumb. All right, so yeah. So Lego Freak says he donated to help the Houston area.
Figar says he lives near, but he didn't get flooded.
Yeah. So, and I know even like so that a player for the football team, the American football. I always have to be careful because this is a worldwide audience, and football here is where you throw the pigskin. The guy for with the 50-inch vertical leap, what's his name? For Houston Texans. JJ Watt, he's raised like $11 million for that, and Arthur Blank is the owner for the Falcons, our football team. Just coincidentally, when I say in fact, I left a quote on stuff, and so people had to. I clarified that I'm talking about the Atlanta Falcons, not the Millennium Falcon. But they're Arthur Blank's raising money that if the fans donate, that he'll match $1 million. Oh, look, Lego Freak.
$2. Thank you.
I should be paying him.
Yeah.
Because he is in every single live streams. He does live streams also. I need to get over there one day and pay back him because he's I actually made him a moderator back when people were copying his channel. And so we made a moderator so we know it was the real Lego Freak. So I want to thank him, Miss Amby, and I got to write these down. Russ Calder, Miss Amby, and Lego Freak. So it's funny. I made this stream to talk about the Millennium Falcon, we ended up talking about Houston,
Yeah.
which that's what's going on now. All right, it says Russ says he's in San Antonio, which is on the other side of Texas, right? I'm terrible at geography. It says we were expecting a bit of rain, which didn't happen, but now they're run out of gas at the gas stations and all the stores. Yes, that's what happened. It affected everybody in the Southeast when I think it was it Katrina when that hit New Orleans and flooded Louisiana, that area. Gas prices went up like as high as I've ever seen them, like $4. We've already seen the spike here, but not as bad as probably in San Antonio. Gas has gone up about 50 or 60 cents a gallon here. Joey Jones!
$2.
Joey! He just did a super chat.
Thank you.
Joey Joe. You know what, Joey? Now that I am not buying anything, I'm not buying anything for the rest of 2017, and unbeknownst to us, at times, Joey and I were bidding against each other on the same items on eBay. We've done this quite a few times. There's probably times we don't even know that we did it. So you won't have to worry about me, Joey, bidding against you. That's your that $2 is going to help motivate me to keep from bidding on vintage Lego sets. Joey's just like me about looking and trying to find. Actually, he's better than me. He's a little bit more knowledgeable history and stuff. Yeah, he said maybe I'll win the auctions now. That's I've gotten more super chats. Yeah, that's right. Flash Graphic Brick says $10 in the past 10 minutes. That's more than I make it work. Euro, what is a pound, right? 1 pound. I put 1 LB. You guys are awesome.
1 LB.
Yeah, 1 LB.
What does LB come from?
I don't know. You know, it's sad.
But somehow it looks right.
Yeah.
It looks better than PN.
And then the abbreviation for ounce is OZ.
But somehow it looks right.
Yeah, it is.
That's weird.
Americans are so backwards, and we're using the English system here. I've already said gallons.
I've said pounds, which is
They're talking about money pounds. Why do we use English system? The English people don't even use it, you know. All right, Endothermic Madness asks a question. Says, what is the largest amount? The longest amount you didn't wash the class. Okay, I'm wearing the Flash shirt, but he asked, what's the longest time that I didn't wash the classic, the BrickTsar shirt, basically classic space logo shirt. I've probably gone a couple of months without washing it, because sometimes I would just put it on for videos, not like sweat in it. That's probably still gross, though.
They said there was a major audio issue, but it's...
Oh, there is?
But it's better now.
It's gotten better. All right, I have been trying. I need to get up here where I can see the health of the stream.
But like when I was in like 5th grade, whenever we had to write down like 5 pounds or 2 ounces, I would always read it in my head 5 olds or 5 Oz's.
5 Oz's?
Yeah, like OZ.
Yeah. All right, sorry about that audio issue there. Thank you guys for letting us know about that. Hopefully that won't come back. Could have been the internet. I can't see the health of this Google Chrome. Just was acting crazy today.
Hey, Bricks for Chris.
Bricks for Chris. So you're going to buy it, or you say you would buy it? What grade are you in now?
I'm in 11th grade.
You're in 11th grade. Wow. You just started a job, so maybe you'll be able to buy it.
Maybe I'm probably not.
All right. The answer. The Rorix, who's another regular here on the channel, says, are you going to get the set? And the answer is no, I'm not going to get it. Not in 2017.
At least.
And probably not ever.
Yeah.
Although if I got $800 in this super chat today, I would do it. I would end my streak.
I would. What about the only... It's like you said, it's always going to be a bad time to do the challenge.
Actually, I probably should donate that money to Houston.
Probably. And I was also thinking, it's like, I forgot about the BB-8 set.
Yeah, which is also coming out.
Yeah.
So, it's been nice these last 6 days not buying Lego sets. It's been pretty nice. So let's see what else is going. I do not live in Texas. Jason Matterson asked, the donations are for, that is people that decided to donate to BrickTsar. But we were talking about Houston. I am not I'm not raising money for Houston. I encourage people to spend their money that they would spend on the Falcon. Instead of that, use some portions of that if they want to go to Houston or any other charity they know would support that. But that's not what I'm intending to do here with this stream. This was supposed to be about the Millennium Falcon, and then we ended up talking about the flooding there in Houston. Brick Wizard is here, says he loves the channel.
Does it count?
Angry Dragon is here. Oh, go ahead. What were you going to say?
No, you go ahead and say what
No,
you
you
say.
go ahead.
No, yours is more important sounding. Like,
no, Angry Dragon said the Bricktober will break my streak.
Oh, that's. Oh, yeah. Well, I was thinking, what if does buying a Lego video game count as buying a Lego set?
For me, it would. You can buy your own video game.
Okay, good, because like
I've bought all of your games, so
you bought all the Lego games because they come with minifigures. But I was thinking, what about the Lego? What if they made like a re-release of Lego Island, like remastered? That would be
that would be tough. I'm trying to think, what is the thing that's gonna make? Big B says he's getting it. So Bricks for Chris is getting it. Big B is getting the Millennium Falcon.
But like before, like what if like before I pre-ordered Star Wars Battlefront 2, they announced like a special Lego Island. I was like, forget Battlefront 2, I'm getting Lego Island remastered.
Put this over here where let's do it like this, where I can see the camera better. Sorry, guys.
Oh yeah, that's better.
So now we won't look like we're looking away from you. Says Endothermic Madness says he can't get the UCS Falcon this year. He's trying to invest in the Horizon Express. Pretty cool. Why did... Oh, it's a fake Big B. Thank you, Lego Freak.
Yeah. I didn't say if I was a wait a minute. Oh. What about read that comment?
Hold on. I don't care. Hey, Domino Fan, is this the real Domino Fan? Domino Fan, what do you like?
Oh, so I can read it too.
I don't know. Sometimes I just do things out of spite.
Do you think the UCS A-Wing will be made in the next 5? Have they made one before? The A-Wing? You know, the yellow and white ship?
I don't know.
Because I know they made the smaller one they released. I can't remember if it was this year or last year. That one was actually not that bad for detail.
So Angry Dragon talking again about the Bricktober. You know, they got have you seen the new Bricktober set?
It's the Batman?
Yeah, it's like 4 Batman figures, which would probably be the most awesome minifigure Bricktober pack ever in the history of Bricktober.
What are the Batman? What do they look like?
It's the bunny and 3 other ones. I don't know. People are reposting it all over social media. You can go look at it, but it's pretty awesome, and I probably won't be able to get it. Brick Logic Studios.
Hey man, what's up?
Hey man, Bear Bricks. Bet, what is your favorite vintage train? I like the red passenger train, 7745, I think it is, the red and white and black one.
Oh yeah, I know that one.
That one's pretty cool. But probably, if you're going to tell me I could only have one. Sorry if you see my belly. It would be this one. If you're going to tell me I can only have one train set, it would probably be this one, which is set 118.
Does it have a speaker?
Yeah. So this one it shows the electronics. It's got the speaker that you blow a whistle, start and stop it.
Flash pants you put up for you?
Yes.
He said he wants them to make a UCS Hammerhead Corvette, and that would be cool because
yeah, he wanted that. We got anything that looked close to that.
That was probably one of the best scenes in Rogue One.
If you get the Bricktober, that would be cool. I can trade you or something, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was thinking about doing, because we got under the table. I got so many sets that I need to get rid of. So I thought about trading people for sets, and maybe I could do a video, get out like, I don't know, 20 sets or something, and say, hey, does anybody want to trade for these or something? I don't know. I've been seeing the auctions that they do, like over on Bricksmith's channel and Hollin' and Ballin', and that was very tempting.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy A Bricks always gets me. I mean, cheap A Bricks. Crazy A.
You're thinking of your son. No,
He sent me a post today of some vintage blue train tracks. I was like, oh, don't tempt me like that. Thanks, Chris.
Bob the Awesome Bob is asking, BrickTsar, are you going to Forced Friday? I mean, we might go to our store.
I may go Forced Friday, and I can buy other stuff besides Lego.
What if the Black Series Kylo Ren lightsaber is on sale?
Yeah.
That would be cool.
I wonder if there'll be a Star Wars Thomas the Tank Engine thing. Probably
cool.
not.
Probably not, but that will.
Hey, Magnus Engstrom's here.
Oh, hey.
Hey. All right. Christian Leipert II is here, and Bob the Awesome Bob. Brickier, are you going to Force Friday? Oh, that's where he said.
Yeah. How long? Nate Boss asked if the price of the Falcon will go down. I don't know if he's talking about the old one or the new one, but do you think the old one will go down?
I think it's probably one of those sets that Lego will keep at a fixed price.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what I really would want to happen is, like, if everybody like banded together and not buy it. Nobody buy it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, can you imagine if Friday they put it out there on the shelves and online and nobody bought it?
For like
nobody ever. The whole day, nobody bought it.
Or if no one bought
but you know, I saw their Twitter page, and there's so many people that said they're going to buy it. So, but I think it would be really cool if nobody bought it. Is she cutting the grass? Yeah, I'm in here playing on the internet. My wife's cutting the grass. I think she's just putting it up.
How do you think it will affect the old UCS Millennium Falcon?
I don't think it will affect it, because those parts will still be unique to it. So I think it still will be one that people seek to buy. Lego Protest is Graphic Bricks.
Will it be available online or just in the store?
I do not know. I'm assuming it'll be available online. In fact, the early release or whatever, or the when I clicked the link from the Lego press release about it and went to Lego Shop at Home, where you could view it and see all the details of it. Let's see if I can do that. I don't know if I can. Where's my email? I may have already deleted the email. I probably did. I was going to show it to you. Oh, well. But it said limit 5. I was like, who's going to buy 5 of them? That'd be $4,000. Would it be $4,000 to buy 5?
Yeah, basically.
It said limit 5.
Wow. That would be $4,000.
Yeah. Top This Brick says we should have a Lego City.
I
agree. Inside the brick box says it's only going to be at the Lego store. The Saturn V better not be retired. I'm glad we got ours.
Because that's pretty popular because everyone's buying it. So I don't know if
they said that they were restricting store employees from buying it. That's what a store employee told me.
I would do that too.
So they were restricting them so that all the regular people could get them first.
Do you think a lot of people are getting it because they like the set or because it has good pieces in it?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a cool set. Is this Wendy Seal that we know, or just another person named Wendy Seal?
I think it's the one we know.
It is?
But, yeah.
Oh!
Yeah.
It is. Hey, Joey! Hey! Well, how are you doing, man? We're sitting here talking about not buying Lego.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Do you think you'll get the fishing store next year?
I probably will if it's still available. I might. That's one of the ones.
Oh yeah, you think it's gonna be like the 7.5?
Yeah, it'll probably sell out as soon as it's. In fact, it's people are already buying it, aren't they?
Yeah, some people already have it.
Yeah, I might just go ahead and.
I was trying to use the mouse.
I'm just gonna.
You can't use the mouse.
Oh, I'm saying.
That's what I just did.
God, you're telling me we're two dumb people.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, oh wait.
So Joey said hello again. Hey man. So we're talking about not buying the Millennium Falcon, and so far I think Chris has said he was going to buy it. I don't know if anybody else is going to buy
Graphic Bricks is like me. He definitely doesn't want to get it.
Okay. And just think of what you could buy. Just think of what you could buy with $800.
You could buy a TV and a PlayStation 4.
You could buy 4 trains. Wait a minute, that wouldn't be right because that's $200 too much to pay for a train set. Mardi Gras Man. He's definitely not buying it.
I know
the Royal High Chief is here.
I know the Tron bike is still in review at Lego Ideas. Maybe.
I give up. Look, this is. I really like that there's the Lego Ideas, formerly Cuso, and I love that they do that. And I love that they've created so many fan-created sets. It's better promotion than it was when they did Lego Factory. Lego Factory is pretty cool. My Own Train was also fan-created sets. Santa Fe Train was fan-created sets. But it's been very, very, very disappointing when sets get to the 10,000, they go through the review process, and ones that I want don't get made. So I kind of just gave up looking. When they release it, I'll see if it's something I want to get. Oh, for $800. Do you know that? I think that is. I'm trying to think what's the most I ever paid for a new set.
With $800, you can buy 2 sealed limited edition Santa Fe's.
And those will only be like this big.
Yeah.
All right, so I know I've paid $250 for sets that were new from Lego. I'm trying to think if I paid $300 because I didn't buy like the Ghostbusters Firehouse. That was a $350 set. Excuse me.
You in for set?
I'm trying looking. How much was the tumbler? Was it $200?
I don't know.
Oh, I know what it is. I know what the most I ever paid for a set for was.
What?
It was the those two.
That one and that one?
Yeah, Death Star and the
Darth
Vader's
Superstar
Destroyer. Those are and that's way too much.
I'm looking. Well, even though you said not to get your hopes up on certain things and Lego Ideas, I'm looking at most of the projects that I review are buildings, and I don't think we'll get a building since we just got the fishing
So the
house.
Tron Legacy Light Cycle has 10,000 supporters,
and it's in review.
And it's such a small set. Why can't they make that?
But like the reason why that might have a bigger chance than most other things is because almost half of the items that are in review are buildings, and you know they just came out with the fishing store. I don't think they'll come out with another building right afterwards. Going to a variety. Yeah,
and I did get Mardi Gras Man says I just got the Ninjago set, and I used VIP points too when I got that.
That set's worth it.
Wait, Ninjago City was 400? It wasn't 400.
It could be in a different area.
Oh, might be depending on where he is. All right. We're doing all right, Joey.
Graphic Brick said he knows the guy that designed the Tron Cycle set. Cool. Brick Bros UK, yeah.
Yeah, he's become like one of the big Tron fans. I remember I saw the movie at the theater, the original Tron, and then we watched Tron Legacy, and then we got the Blu-ray of both of the episodes, and then I rewatched. So here I am watching Tron, the original Tron, for the first time since I saw it in the theater.
How old were you when you saw it?
When did it come out? 82? I was like 13 or 14, depending on when it came out. And I was like, oh, it's pretty cheesy.
Yeah.
I don't remember it being cheesy. I really liked it.
Which one? Do you remember any of The Last Starfighter?
Last Starfighter is because that was the kid that played the video game. That was a kind of a dumb movie too.
Yeah.
You get to think
two.
Sorry. He had the little maneuver at the end where he just spins the spaceship around and blows up the whole army. I mean, okay, yeah.
Oh, I can picture that in my head how they probably did it back then. But, yeah.
It was kind of so. That's another movie that they made the comic book out of it too. All right, so Muhammad Suleiman said, "Are you going to get the original one and want the new one?" What? Oh, I'm not getting.
We're not getting the UCS Falcon.
And if I would like to get the old one, but you're looking at $3,000 to get that. Somebody said 4,000, but I think you can get it for 3 if you look around. But
JK Studio says, "What do you think of the creatures in the new Falcon that have the BB-8 heads?" Those are the Porgs. They're like a bird creature that, you know, the island that Luke Skywalker's on. They live on that island.
Oh.
They're like,
don't give me spoilers.
It's not a spoiler.
I don't want to know anything about the movie.
They are Anakin Skywalker's relatives, and not spoilers.
I don't want spoilers. I didn't even watch the previews for Return of the Jedi.
Because there were not sure. Like, Lego has spoiled a lot of sets though.
I remember my friend when we were in school, he was like, "It's going to be called Revenge of the Jedi," and then they changed the name.
That did change.
Yeah, that's the only spoiler I got of Return of the Jedi.
They even released posters like the red text and all that.
I actually remember as a kid the discussion about, is Darth Vader really Luke's father,
or is he just saying that?
Yeah, it's like you guys are totally spoiled now. Y'all, I mean, as far not spoiled like spoiled kids, like. They spoiled the movies for you because they're like, we really didn't know for sure.
And everyone's like, "I am your father." Yeah. Like, people haven't seen Star Wars know that long.
Yeah. So like everybody knows the. Did I spoil that for anybody? Do you play Lego Jurassic World?
Yeah, I played it when I had on my Xbox. It's really fun. That one was a really good game. They did good with tying it with the movie and all that.
Yeah. Woo! Webhead Studios. Hey, we started. I started off with a picture of yours. If y'all don't know Webhead Studios, let me go back there. Let me find it. Oh, hope I can get it. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Why don't I just type in Webhead Studios? How do you do Instagram again?
You go here.
Oh yeah, we ruined it for Flash Pants.
It's probably gonna be a little slow.
The internet's slow because we're live streaming. Oh, it's not working.
Hey, look.
Who's that?
That's Gavin's sister.
All right. I can't do this. It's just too. Oh, there he is. Yes. That's what we started with, the UCS Millennium Falcon.
Do you like the interior in the new Millennium Falcon? I mean, I guess that's like the only reason why someone would get it.
And Larry, the boss vlogger, says the Millennium Falcon has a amazing interior.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Oh, I'm not listening. This is, if you go back and watch our catalog of videos, it's like a history of me not listening.
How long before a bigger, more expensive set comes out with the 7,000? Because that's huge. Wasn't like most of the big sets still on 5,000, like under 6,000?
Yeah, you had the Taj Mahal,
and it just shot.
But it was a lot of small pieces. I don't think that they would release another bigger set so close to this one being released. They'll probably wait and see how this one does on the market. Unless
they release the if they make a UCS. They should have just made like a UCS like Kylo Ren ship. No, his is a Star Destroyer. Yeah, but the reason I'm disagreeing with you is because they want to make something that's across all generations. Yeah. So you got to have something from the original series and the new trilogy, and that is the Millennium Falcon. There's not really much other ships that you could do. That's why they're not making a lot of the difference. They're sticking with the same one. Yeah. So I think that's why you had to go with the Millennium Falcon. But
I would like to see them focus on something, if they're going to make something big that's not Star Wars. I guess Star Wars is like their bread and butter, their big thing, but I would rather see a 6,000 piece train set or a roller coaster. Speaking of roller coaster, that's the most I ever paid for anything was a roller coaster.
The brick one?
Yeah, no, the Kinects one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What is it, Son of Serpent?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, YouTube, for that, though.
But, like, it would be cool if they did, like, a different type of thing for UCS besides a theme.
Mardi Gras Man said, how about a shopping mall? That would be a big set.
Mm-hmm.
I think a building-based set that was really big, because everybody loves the modulars.
Mm-hmm.
And so if they made a super modular, it's like, I'm still disappointed we haven't received a new micro modulars. You know, I want a micro modular of all the past 5 or 6 modulars they made. So a shopping mall would be neat. And or how about this? You know, we have Lego architecture, which is micro scales of famous buildings. What about super architecture, like they did with the Sydney Opera House? Except, and also the was the creator, what's that creator? Big Ben.
Yeah.
Do something like that, but like Empire State Building, or what's another iconic building?
The arch. That would be cool.
The St. Louis Arch. Yeah, I'm sure y'all could think of a lot cooler things, or maybe a castle. Like Nanoblocks did the tourist trap, the Liechtenstein Castle, King Ludwig's Castle. It's basically was built and immediately became a tourist thing because they killed him. But Nanoblocks made a real big one, and that would be a neat castle to make big scale. I mean, I know they've done the Disney castle, but you know, one thing, if anybody's ever made a Lego city and you just had like a table that you put it on, at a certain point you're like, oh, it's kind of low. Even if you make it, even like if you got Town Hall, when it's on a big table, it looks small, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So, but if you go to Brick Fair or Brickfest or any of these big Lego shows, you'll see these big towers, skyscrapers that people make, and it really makes it look awesome. Penlogue has done them. Tennessee Valley Lego Train Club, whatever they're called, they've done them.
See, like what we could do for our city if we ever start working on it in the future, like we can make like the hollow skyscrapers. Like they could be big buildings, and we can make a couple with like. Interior.
What was the big attraction at Philly Brick Fest the year before?
That was Bricks for Chris's.
Bricks for Chris made a tower.
Uh-huh.
And
the
Port City Bricks made the big
Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah,
I like that.
And Bricks for Chris knocked his over. Oh yeah, and Lego Freak said maybe a Creator White House or Lincoln Memorial that's big, something, you know, just landmarks that people know. How about too many collectible minifigures, stupid size? Oh yeah, wait. For those in the chat, this is what he's talking about. So stupid size. Make your CMFs like this, and have the series of all 16 of them. This size. Oh my goodness, that'd be like 30,000 pieces. That would be cool. I think he's like 1,800 pieces. I can't remember. Somebody will know. Set 3723, I think, is the number. Trax Tyson says you might have inventory to make the UCS Millennium Falcon without buying. Tell you a story that a lot of people have tried to piece together the original Millennium Falcon. What do you think happens when they try to do that?
They don't get the rare pieces.
So what happens is you spend hundreds, if not thousands of dollars if you're buying the pieces or parting out sets to get the pieces, to get those common elements in the original UCS. And you get down, you got like 10 pieces left that you need to get. The shield, the set, the pieces that were only in that set,
like the gray pirate ship. You know yeah.
Yeah, so there's unique elements that were only in that set, and those are outrageously priced. So then you end up
the lattice pieces.
The lattice pieces, that's right. Webhead Studio. See, he knows. The radar dish is what Muhammad says. The rigging. So you end up paying just as much for it as you would if you just bought it used from somebody, is what ended up happening.
JK Studio says, what if Lego makes a Lego World map as a set? Because in the game Lego Worlds, you go to a different world, and it's like all brick built studs, and it looks like it has water and all that. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, I would like to see a Lego Island throwback that was like a UCS set.
Oh, that would be so.
Yeah.
Like, what if they did? You know how they had the train set with all the miniature stuff? Dad, you know how they had the train with all the mini trains they did for the
employee gift?
What if they did something similar to that, like the actual Lego Island, but all the buildings are miniature?
Or how about
the information center? You know, the big white building. Yeah. That could be a set.
You know how they did that train set? It was a train from each decade for the last 50 years of Lego trains. What if they did a Lego set that was a throwback set from each decade, and they re-released a rebuild of a classic set? So, like, what would be the classic set from the late 70s, or from the 80s, or from the 90s?
The monorail.
You'd have this set that had a monorail, a Galaxy Explorer, a Yellow Castle. You got to get every theme. What would be the classic town building? Probably the Main Street again, which they've already re-released once. And then you would have Town Plan from the 60s. There's not a lot of big sets that they made in the early 70s. There's just not. All right, so wow, that would be cool. Except people will probably get mad that they re-release stuff like they did with the Millennium Falcon. I wonder if I put this here, if that messed my microphone up.
Your microphone's up here.
Oh, that's the camera.
Your microphone's next to the camera.
Okay. Muhammad says, do you still want to reach 100,000 subs this year? I do.
But then we'd have to get the Millennium Falcon.
Then I'd have to buy the Millennium Falcon. So I did.
The old Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, I have to buy the old one, not the new one. So if I got to 100,000 subs, I'd have to honor that I would buy the old Millennium Falcon. But I don't have to worry about it because I'm not going to get to 100,000. It would take a miracle. All right, Joey asks, how many sets do you have?
1, 2, 3. Nah.
Let's count. 4, 7. We got a lot. Yeah. I'll get you over here one day, and we'll get the trains out or something, but we got a lot. I've been collecting a really, really long time, and we buy and sell. And I've bought a lot and sold a lot over the last 43 years. So I don't know how many I have.
Muhammad, someone said, "Oh, I remember when you said that. That's why I mentioned it."
I didn't forget it, but it was like when I was getting like 1 sub a day or losing 5 subs a day. It's like I don't have to worry about it. So it's like you make one of those promises, like yes, and you know that scenario would never happen. Who knows? If we start filming stuff outside, it may change the channel. Who knows? We've actually done better here lately doing these types of videos, so it's been fun, and I enjoy talking to people. Webhead Studio says, should Lego ever consider a classic theme where you could get sets based on Lego history, such as Lego Duck, Old Kirk's House, those employee inside tour things? That would be amazing. Yes, I wish. And the thing about those Lego Inside Tour sets is they are some of the best designed sets that Lego makes. When you build them, it's like, wow, this is really cool. Old Kirk's House was one of my favorite sets that I ever built. And I've been looking at that Lego Inside Tour yellow truck from last year.
Where is this house at?
I don't know where I put it.
Okay.
It's usually on the shelf somewhere. but I think I've been moving stuff around, so I don't know where it went. But yeah, there is something, but it's weird because some of them have been like really big sets, and some of them have been kind of small sets. And then some of the Lego employee gift sets have been really cool. But it would be nice if, and that would take the specialness away from those people that paid the money to go to the Lego Inside Tour if they were to re-release them, even with a different set number. And I guess that's why they don't do that. But man, I really wanted that yellow truck because I collect Lego yellow trucks. And nobody has posted the instructions to it, which stinks. I want to build it. I don't have the instructions.
The Mystery Man 101 says, will you give us a shelf tour one day? That's a cool idea.
Yeah. Need to get it organized, don't I?
Yeah.
It's kind of messy. Well, I'm always kind of messy. I'm working on getting everything behind the computer. We're sitting here by the shelves, and then my table's in front of us. I'm trying to get everything off the table. We got to do slot cars. And then I'm thinking about taking my modulars apart again. They're kind of dusty.
Yeah, I cleaned them.
And I want to get the Vintage City going. You cleaned them? When did you clean them?
No, I said we need to clean them.
Yeah, they're just really dusty. So I want to do the Vintage City, and so I got to redo these tables. It's too flat. I need to have levels like Bricks for Chris. Mardi Gras Man says Mystery Machine.
That was good.
And I am Mardi Gras Man pieced together the Lego Inside Tour train, and that's what I'm working on now. I think I got enough parts from that last haul that we did with the bricks and pieces, and then I'll get stuff from my collection. I think I got enough to build it. I don't know.
Mardi Gras Man 23 said you told us to remind you to never take apart the modulars.
Oh, I did. Back in 2012, before I started BrickTsar, I decided to take my modulars apart because I said I want to start all over again. And then I was like, why did I do this? You know what's so hard about it?
What?
Because when you build them, you're building from numbered bags, but when you take it apart, everything's all mixed up, and it's hard. So you try to take it apart by level.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah. I made the mistake of taking some of them apart and just dumping all the pieces together, and it was really hard to build. And then if you don't take every single piece apart, it makes it harder. Lego Freak says, send me to Cafe Corner. I'll clean it. Yeah, you're right. I probably should leave them together. The Warwick says they're too hard to take apart. Or they're too good to take apart, I mean.
If you could make your own modular for 2018, this is similar to Webhead Studios comment. What would you want it to be?
I like that they put a comic book shop in the Ninjago City, but I would like to see one that had like a train or a hobby shop in it. I don't know what else.
I would be cool if they made an arcade.
Yeah, like Mardi Gras Man made a big arcade. Do something like that. Do an arcade set. That'd be good. But see, people don't really go to arcades today. Yeah, you know.
Well, I mean,
downtown
Legos
Disney,
made a lot of things that people.
That downtown Disney,
No one goes to them.
they closed it.
Yeah, because that was expensive.
Yeah.
You had to pay. Yeah, but that's why.
And then you want to play the NASCAR game, and your kids want to go to every other floor. And I just wanted to play the NASCAR game.
The reason why we didn't want to play the NASCAR game is because every single arcade has one.
I wish y'all were old enough then to go wherever you wanted, because I just wanted to play the NASCAR game.
And
Joust and.
If I was me,
Robotron.
I would have gone to find like all the old Tron games, like Disc of Tron.
They probably had Tron and nobody was playing it. You didn't know it. You didn't like Tron back then.
I did like Tron. I've always liked Tron. I just didn't know what it was.
You didn't know it. I always liked Tron. I just didn't know it.
No, I knew. Never mind.
Nader's Mock says a hobby store would be his vote.
No one goes to a comic shop.
Yeah, so with the different levels, you could have like one floor, like the lower floor be the hobby store, and then you have the guy that lives above it. And,
have like all these.
Yeah, you know how they always tie in a story with the modular. You could have some kind of story with the. You could even tie in that couple, like the husband that and the wife that got married in the story that's going along with the modulars, and then he's like also into trains, and he goes to the hobby shop to buy trains and stuff, something like that. And then there's like a beauty shop or something his wife cooks. I don't know, what do women like?
Lego Freak says, speaking of arcades, I remember one time they made us leave Dave and Buster's that night. Yeah, that'd be me. I would have stayed there a long time. You can't use that.
I did it again. Do you have Lego Gold C3PO? No, I don't.
Train station needs to be made. Yeah, like a modular train station would be cool.
Yeah. All right. So I think that goes back to what I put on the Twitter page when Lego was teasing the Millennium Falcon all these past few weeks. I'm like, it's going to be a roller coaster.
Yeah.
And I knew it wasn't going to be a roller coaster. And so I want a roller coaster from Lego, and I want really good detailed trains like Pinlug makes.
Mm-hmm.
I would rather pay $800 for a big boy. When I say big boy, that's the big Union Pacific locomotive that's really long and it's a big steam locomotive, or a Norfolk and Western Mallet. I would pay $800 for one of those, not a UCS Millennium Falcon.
Mm-hmm.
We can dream, says Inside the Brick Box.
Nader's Mox is here.
Okay. We honor request. I did it again.
I know.
Why do you?
Let's put him a timeout.
There we go. Yeah, he said yes. Livid says my favorite train. Keith Terrell says I wanted to buy the Millennium Falcon, but at $799 I can't afford it unless the GoFundMe page. Yeah, and that's, I think in the end that's is going to be the case for most of us, most people. No, but I mean that's not normal. $800 for a toy, and I can understand Lego because we're always wanting really cool sets. Star Wars is a popular theme. They give us something awesome. They put a lot of work and effort and time into designing this set. I know it's a high cost, even parts, 11 cents per piece or whatever it is, but I don't think I can get it, and I don't care how cool it is. It's just a lot of us are not going to be able to get it, and that's going to be disappointing for a lot of people. I don't know what to say. I don't want to say it's a bad thing that Lego did, but at the same time, it's the only people that are going to be buying it are people with that have the means to buy it, and sometimes that's just resellers. And I would hate for it to be a situation where it was just a bunch of resellers buying these initial wave and holding on to them to sell on the market later, because your average teenager who's what is the joke we're always talking about with the T-Falls?
They like making Star Wars mocks.
T-Falls are into Star Wars, and they're always looking for the gray slopes and battle packs. Those are always their favorite sets, is the battle packs. And there's T-Falls that want to get this set that are not going to be able to get it. And and there's going to be sellers that have disposable income, that have no interest in Star Wars, that are going to be buying the set so they can hold on to it and hope that it goes up in value. Like I mean, it's inevitable. That's what's going to happen. I wouldn't be surprised if half of the purchases were by people who don't even build a set.
Yeah.
And you say, well, you're hypocritical, BrickTsar. No, have we built sets? I've built sets. So, what do y'all think about that? Am I wrong? I mean, I'm just throwing that number out there. Obviously, I don't have any way of knowing how many people are going to buy it that won't build it, but there's going to be a number of people that buy it for investment, that have the disposable income. Since you have a lot of old sets, can a person tell me the info for the automatic garage for the supplementary set in the 60s or 70s, please? I've done a review for it. You can look up those old sets on those old parts on Bricklink. Bricklink is where you go if you want information for old pieces. If you do a $10 super chat, I'll go look at it right now. But I'm not gonna look it up right now. Do you have Lego Jurassic World set? Christian Lippert says.
Yes, we do.
That's one other. Okay. You know, actually, thank you for saying that, even though Jurassic World is not related to Star Wars, and we've been talking about a lot of things that aren't related to Star Wars. It reminded me of something. So we got all the Jurassic World sets. We have almost all of the dino sets ever made.
We have all the Jurassic Park sets, too.
Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, Lego Dino, the original dino theme, most of the Duplo dinos. There's only a handful of dinos that I don't have. Some of the brick-built ones I'm still working on getting.
And I don't think we have all the Dino 2010. Those.
No, I got all those.
You do?
I got all of them. Yeah, I got all the giant Dino 2010. So sometimes as collectors, you want to get all of a type of set or a theme, and that's what we've done with the dinos because I like dinos, dinosaurs. And so when Star Wars started in 1999, I was like, oh, this is great. And they only had, it was like other themes. They didn't have tons of sets. It was actually a manageable amount of sets that you could get. So I bought all of the Star Wars sets when they came out. I bought all of the Star Wars sets that came out in 2000. And then I was like, I can't afford this.
Yeah.
Because now they're making, this one they made the UCS Yoda, the UCS X-Wing Fighter, the UCS TIE Advance. Is that what it was? Is that what that one is? TIE Advance? I don't know. It's up there on the shelf. I'm looking at.
No, the TIE Advance is Darth Vader ship. That's the
say on it. You know, the
TIE Interceptor.
TIE Interceptor. Thank you. Somebody probably already said it in the chat. And I couldn't afford those, and so I didn't get them. And then one day, Target put them all on sale for like $25. And so I said, okay, maybe I can get all the Star Wars sets. But then when some of those waves that came out, I just wasn't crazy about the sets, like Watto's Junkyard and the Vulture Droid, and there's just a lot of them I just wasn't crazy about. And so I ended up saying, you know what? And they kept making more, and then they re-released the X-Wing fighters, and I was like, wait a minute. They're just going to remake a lot of these. So I stopped trying to get all the Star Wars sets. It just wasn't feasible. And then it was also about that time that I discovered European Lego train sets that were made in the 80s. I didn't even know anything about them until after 2000. Actually, till late 90s is when I found out about the European trains. But I didn't have access to buy them until I got on eBay and after 2000. So then I started focusing on that. All right, says Margaret Man says my plan was to get all the UCS Star Wars, but then I never got one, then another, and then yeah. So you got the first three. So those the two that I have there up on my shelf that you can't see that I'm pointing to. I got the. Is that the original one?
That's the new one.
That's the new one. Where's the original one?
Right there.
Let me move this. That's the one I ended up trading Mardi Gras Man for that. And the funny thing is, one day I was trying to buy parts to make a Lego train set, and a guy was selling a bulk bin on eBay, or he had all these parts set out on a table for his eBay picture, and I saw parts for that train set, and I bought it, and when we got it, it had parts to make the UCS X-Wing fighter. And it was a ton of parts to make. I think it was all the parts you needed to make. But then I didn't assemble. Even then, I didn't assemble it. But then later, I traded with Mardi Gras Man to get that. And then also traded with him to get the TIE Interceptor and Yoda, which I had a Yoda that I gave to my nephew as a gift, and now he's wanting to give it back to me, or sell it to me, or have me sell it for him. Because he doesn't have the room for it. He's trying to simplify. Adam is here. Adam Spawn. The Brick Maniac is here. Hey, Brick Maniac, how's it going? And Jacob Johansson. He says, I try to be picky about the Star Wars sets that I get. I've been getting UCS sets, and the remakes have been great for me since I didn't have, and he didn't have that kind of income before. And so that's something I didn't think about at the time, but it makes total sense to make it fair for new fans. How many of you started collecting modular sets and you're like, oh, I wish I could have got the old ones? So, but aren't we glad they still make them each year? So with the Star Wars, it's like you missed the original X-Wing fighter, but they got a new one coming out in a couple of years, and then you get it and you're like, I got an X-Wing fighter. So it's good for new people, because there's, with young people growing up, there's always going to be new collectors. So that is the good thing about the reissues or remakes or new styles of older sets. It's lagging. All right. Well, you know what? I think we've gone long enough on this stream. I actually didn't mean to go this long, but I just enjoy talking to you guys. And you can we'll thank Lego Freak, who was a moderator in this stream. Thank you for the super chat. Joey Jones, thank you for the super chat. Joey Jones, also a vintage Lego collector, an expert in vintage Lego. I want to thank Miss Amby for the super chat, a regular contributor. I want to thank Russ Calder, a newer viewer, I think, or newer commenter. But thank you so much for the super chat. And thank you all you guys that are in there, the regulars, Adam, Mardi Gras Man. Thank you. Oh, Muhammad had a lot of input in this one. Endothermic Madness. Livid is here. Swamp Blocks. Jacob Johansson. And one of my favorite names to say, Flash Pants. Domino Fan 0803. Oh, don't do that.
This is
okay, I did it again. I'm just going to go. I'm tired. In conclusion.
That sounds like the dude in Bill and Ted.
Yeah.
The football player's dad.
It's computers. Be excellent to each other and party on, dudes. We're going to not buy the Millennium Falcon.
No.
Join me.
No, we're going to buy the Millennium Falcon. Not.
Oh, it's the Wayne World ending.
Yeah.
Oh, let's do a Chips ending. You do something, then you freeze frame.
Or we do Murder She Wrote ending. Everyone's laughing.
Oh,
even though
every episode of Murder She Wrote, ends up with her laughing. I'm like, what? People die every episode. We've been watching, like on a Hallmark, they make the murder mysteries are always like flower shop mysteries or garage sale mysteries. And this garage sale mysteries, the wife is always getting in a predicament where she's almost killed, and then like 5 minutes later they're like, ha ha. I'm like, if my wife almost got killed, I would be like still shook up for like days, not just like 5 minutes later. Ha. Anyway, I got sidetracked again. Yeah. Chips freeze. See you guys. Thank you so much.
There was a guy on Twitch who was doing gameplay, and he decided to randomly act like he froze. He wasn't going to tell anyone. He just went.
Make it like the stream was lagging.
And everyone was coming. What happened? What happened? He went. Just kidding, guys.
Oh, I got an idea. Like from a doppelganger that I've been using. And I need to try to do that. I got an idea for that. So we're going to try to do that in a video.
He was just like, just kidding, guys. And he went back to the video.
That's funny. That's a good idea. All right. I'm still here. When are you coming out with a Bricklink tutorial? I don't know. Probably should do one.
Like another Pablo.
I'm thinking about doing, if I can get open broadcast software. OBS. I think I might do Bricklink tutorials or even channel or store reviews and things like that. But anyway, that's enough talking for now. Thank you guys. You're awesome. Be awesome. Be excellent to each other. And party on, dudes. I've already said that. And don't buy the Millennium Falcon because I'm not.
Yeah.